We have our fishing rod. We have a fishing license. We have miscellaneous fishing stuff. We have a river that is appropriate for fishing. So we are going to go cast some flies in the general direction of potential fish and see what happens. Probably I'm not going to catch anything because I'm really bad. You ready to go out where it's kind of cold and breezy? Good morning, everybody. We're in Colorado and it's kind of breezy outside. So I've been dawdling around and procrastinating going outside. Oh, why didn't I put my shoes in better spot to be able to put them on? There we go. You ready to come out? All right. There you go. This was home for the night. It's quite nice. We are in northern Colorado, just a little bit north of Walden. And we have found this little piece of BLM land. It's quite nice. Right next door, across that fence, is a conservation area. And we can't camp there, and Fluffy's not allowed there. But right next door is a nice piece of BLM where Fluffy is allowed and we could camp. So despite the wind, this was a lovely camp spot. And it's windy because we're right next to Wyoming, and Wyoming is windy. Good boy. 1, 2, 3. And right onto my seat again. For anybody new here, I'm Katie. This little fluff ball is Fluffy Dog, and we are on the way to Canada. I actually started out from Colorado yesterday and recorded everything along the way and was actually really chatty yesterday. And none of my audio recorded. So yeah, this happens sometimes. For everybody that's been following along already and knows the story, we drove to Colorado from Canada in order to get my emissions tested and get my car registration renewed. And I have taken care of that, and I have my stickers. And now we're headed back to Canada. And the first thing we're gonna do is go sit in some hot springs this morning because it's kind of cold outside. And I would really like to sit in some hot springs. I'm about 99% sure this road we're on will take us where I want to go. Yesterday, when no sound was recording, we actually drove through some pretty nice country and a road that I hadn't driven before, which is 125 North in Colorado. And it passes through Walden, Colorado, and some other small cities, towns, little tiny towns. And it was really pretty. It passes through Arapahoe National Forest and Route National Forest. And those are some areas that I have not yet explored in Colorado. And we need to add those to our list of places to explore because it was really pretty. And I pointed that out to you several times yesterday along the way, just how pretty stuff was. But again, sound didn't record. We are headed north, so I think we're headed in the general correct direction, but I am not getting any kind of cell signal. So we're just going. Or. I chose the wrong direction. We are turning around. The way we were going was taking us northeast toward Laramie, and we want to go northwest toward Saratoga. Welcome to Wyoming. There's the Wyoming sign. And they've got new signs. They had different signs before. I don't like the new signs as much. They're not as good. Holy cow. I really had to yank on the door to get it open because the wind. We have made it to Saratoga, Wyoming, and now we just have to make our way to the hot springs. I've been to these hot springs a number of times, and they are a developed hot spring, which I tend to avoid, except for these because they're free and they're quite nice. So it turns out the changing rooms are closed for maintenance, but that's okay because I have this. This is a changing robe, and you essentially put it over yourself and you can change your clothes underneath of it and not be flashing anybody. It works really well. My sister gave me this robe for Christmas, and I have used it a bunch. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little awkward, but it gets the job done. Shirt. Gotta adjust things under here a little bit. All right, let's go to the hot springs. There are 3 pools here. 1 is a swimming pool and 2 are actually hot pools. And one of the hot pools has like an extra hot pool in it that is usually a temperature that's unavailable for going in because it's so hot. But I probably won't be able to film much in there. I'll try to sneak a peek or 2, but there are other people there and I don't want to interrupt them. There's a swimming pool. There's 1 hot pool, and over that fence is another hot pool. Too many people chatting and being generally annoying in the main pools. So this is a little riverside pool that's right next to the actual hot springs. Pretty shallow, but it's deep enough for me. Sitting in the hot spring has made me hungry, and fortunately there's a really good sandwich shop here in Saratoga that we're headed to right now. All right, I even managed to get my shirt on the right way and not inside out, so good job. You bored? You'll like where we're going next. I got a roast beef sandwich and Fluffy's interested. Would you like some roast beef? Yeah, he's gonna share. I've had sandwiches from this place before, and they're good. Finished my sandwich, gassed up the Jeep, and now we are headed to check out a piece of BLM land that maybe we can camp on tonight. I think this will do. Do you think this will do? It's a little breezy. Come on out, beastie. Nice. I think that if the wind dies down, we're gonna do a little fishing. It's supposed to be not as windy tomorrow. We'll see. What a good boy. We have a lovely campsite right on the North Platte River. We ended up on Wyoming State land and not BLM land because as I was driving around looking for BLM land, I have discovered that in this area, all the big ranches basically have almost all of the BLM land locked up. It's kind of a complicated thing and has to do with the fact that the railroad came through here, 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago, and the government gave the railroad kind of every other section of land in a checkerboard pattern, and the ranches bought every other piece of land. That was once owned by the railroad. Kind of it's complex, but basically, legally, but really unethically, the big ranches around here have locked up public land from the public. It's really annoying. And that's being challenged in court right now, so hopefully the people win. You want to go walk on that little bridge over there? See what that's all about? I don't know if you're going to be able to hear a darn thing I say because of the wind. This old bridge. It's kind of neat. Come on, Fluff. There's no road or cars that can go over it now. So we're perfectly safe. It's just for walking over. Oh, it's nice. I did get my Wyoming fishing license, but it's too windy right now to even contemplate fishing. But if the wind calms down, we might go fishing in the morning. Okay, I do have to crawl under the Jeep because, where is it? This is rattling because it's not connected well. So I need to try to connect these better. This is part of the diesel heater. This is the exhaust of the diesel heater that I disconnected because it had become full of condensate and stopped working. But I fixed that problem and now it just doesn't want to stick back together the way it's supposed to. Okay, we'll see if that holds. Hopefully it holds. It's not that cold, so that's a good thing. It's just really windy. Well, what do you think about the wind? You all tucked in for the night? You feeling like you're ready to go night? The wind has finally died down, which is amazing. And the sun is setting. I think it is time for us to say goodnight. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm not really ready to be up yet. The sun is rising. I just saw a river otter. I guess that means there's some fish in this river because that's what river otters eat. I think we're gonna make some breakfast and try a little fishing. If you have seen my previous fishing episode in the snow in New York, you will know that I am not a good fisher person. But we're gonna go fish anyway. In addition to all the backpacking coffees that I packed, I also now have a bunch of these Korean coffees that come with cream and sugar in them. Because when I was back home in Colorado, my sister unloaded all of her backpacking staples on me. And that's great. These are actually really good. This is what they are. I also have a bazillion packets of oatmeal from backpacking that we are going to use. Finally going to eat the food that I already bought a long time ago. It's maybe not the most creative of breakfasts, but oatmeal is really nice on a cool morning. Fluffy dog is tied up right now because I can hear some cows. I can't tell how close they are. I can't actually see them, but I can hear them, and we don't want him messing with any cows. So he's on a line. And while I'm sitting here having my coffee, I figured I'll show you guys where we are. You gonna help with the map? This is Wyoming. And this line represents where we came down to go to Colorado. And when we came back up, we camped night before last at near Walden, Colorado, and then drove up into Wyoming to Saratoga, where there was the hot springs. And we're camped like kind of here-ish, just outside of Saratoga. Hear that? That's a sandhill crane. Or more than one sandhill crane. I can't tell how far away they are, but we're gonna go take a look. I see them, and they're gonna be really hard to show up on camera. There's a couple of cranes up on that little ridge there. They're so cool. Sandhill cranes are like these giant prehistoric looking birds. They're really cool. Are you bored waiting for Mom to get her stuff together? Well, she finally got her stuff together. We have our fishing rod. We have a fishing license. We have miscellaneous fishing stuff. We have a river that is appropriate for fishing. So we are going to go cast some flies in the general direction of potential fish and see what happens. Probably I'm not going to catch anything, because I'm really bad. But that's okay. It's a lovely, lovely day to do a little fishing. We have found our we have found ourselves on uneven ground. We have found ourselves at a nice little spot on the river, and there's potential fish habitat here, I'm sure of it. There's a little channel and there's riffles down the way, and that's all I know. I don't see any eddies, which is another thing that I know. But yeah, we're gonna throw a fly in this water and see what happens. I wrapped my fly around my rod. Oh my goodness, how did I manage that? Ow. I'm really good at this. I have caught 2 sticks in multiple shrubberies. That was a good time. And now we're headed back to camp because I'm hungry. But I did manage to catch some shrubbery, catch and release some shrubbery. And Fluffy had a good time. Still having a good time back there, tromping in the water. But I think I need a sandwich, so we're gonna pack up camp and head into Saratoga and get another sandwich from that sandwich shop because they're good. Good boy. Leading the way, Fluff, because there was just a cow in our camp. You missed it. I know, I made you go too slow and you missed the cow. There you go. You got sticks. Oh, you've got a big stick that you're sitting on right now. You're sitting on a big stick. Well, we'll get that out later. Hey, cow. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Hey, cows. Hey, ladies. How you doing, ladies? Fluffy would very much like to interact with those cows. Sorry, bud. That is not on your bingo card today. There you go. We have our sandwich. I'm gonna sit here and eat my sandwich. That was a great sandwich. And now it's time for a little parking lot philosophizing and talking about where I'm going. I was planning to do a little chat this morning at the camp by the river in a nice little setting, but I'm in the car. It's happening now. And I guess to start with, the detour I took down to Colorado gave me some time to think about how I want to travel. And I realized that I have been going way too fast. All the way across the United States of America, all the way across Canada, really fast. And I missed a lot of things that I would like to see. And so I'm slowing down. The upshot is we are going to be traveling at a much slower pace. The downside of that is I might run out of money before I get to South America. But I'm okay with that. I'm not doing this drive just to drive. I am doing it to explore and learn new things and meet some people along the way. It's not about just driving. So we're slowing down. It is a little challenging for me to slow down. because I'm super goal oriented, and I had some specific goals, none of which we are going to reach. I had the goal of getting to Tuktoyaktuk before the ice bridges thaw, and that's very much not going to happen. I had the goal to get to Alaska before mosquito season, and that's probably not happening either. So we're gonna be encountering a lot of mosquitoes in Alaska. I also had the goal of getting to California in May to meet up with some family. That's not going to happen. I had the goal of being in Mexico by July. That is not going to happen. Those goals are gone. And I am coming to terms with that and going to savor the journey. And hopefully you guys want to do that with me. We are headed to our next destination, which is one of my favorite places on the planet. But I'm going to sign off for today, and we will see you guys down the road. If you enjoyed coming along with us, do subscribe. It's free, and comment and hit the like button and all of those things. It really does help, and you never know, down the road it may help keep me on the road. We'll see you soon.